Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Max Sold's Ask an Expert webinar series. We're going to wait a few minutes for everybody to join us. And I'll do a little housekeeping while we wait. Just to remind everybody, we will have a question and answer period. It will be at the very end. So as you think of questions, you're welcome to put them in the chat or post them in the Q&A, and we will make sure we get as many answered as possible. We have a few people presenting today. We have Cassandra O'Brien from Pickle & Co., who's going to be sharing her knowledge around social media branding using the creation of reels and video content. And I will talk a bit about Facebook Marketplace and the buy and sell groups and how to use those. And then Cesar will wrap it up later with some information about creating content using ChatGPT, little AI info for you guys. So we are going to launch a poll in a few moments. For those of you that are here from NAPO or NASM, this should be CEU eligible. We can issue a certificate at the end upon request, and we will have the 3 code words in here. So I will share my screen in a moment. Cesar, if you want to launch the poll when you're ready.
Yep. And Heather, do you mind just repeating the housekeeping? It looks like we have twice as many people.
Oh, yes, of course. So those of you that have just joined, this is Heather Dawson and Cesar Fuentes with Max Sold, along with Cassandra O'Brien from Pickle & Co. And we're excited to have you guys here today. Any questions you have, please put them in the chat or in the Q&A. We will answer those at the very end. And thank you guys for joining us. So what social media platform do you currently use to market your auctions or your small business or business? Either one. Do you use any of these? And it's okay if you don't, but most common ones are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. If you use something else like YouTube, feel free to put it in the chat. And LinkedIn, yeah, definitely. Okay. And then we'll just wait a few moments and then we can share the poll results once everybody has a chance to answer the questions. And then we'll get started. And while we're waiting, I will get my screen share up and running. Okay. And then I can wait until we share the poll results if you guys would like. Okay. Big Facebook users out there. Awesome. All right. So welcome to Mastering the Art of Social Media Marketing with Max Sold and Pickle & Co. Our agenda will be, to start out, Cassandra is going to share some information around creating reels and videos for social media and talk a little bit about branding, doing that. And then I will talk a bit about leveraging Facebook Marketplace and the buy and sell groups. Cesar will discuss using ChatGPT for content creation. And then we'll have our question and answers at the end. So I'm going to hand this over to Cassandra.
Well, thanks, Heather. I'm Cassandra from Pickle & Co. And we are located in London, Ontario. And we specialize in partial and full estate auctions, as well as reselling on our social media platforms. So thank you so much for joining us today. And Max Sold invited us, myself, in to talk about how we make our reels. And I just want to go over some of our how we do things and our experience. So, what I like to say is that we do brave branding and we like to show our face. So, most people are a little bit intimidated by showing their face. But I'm here to tell you it's not that scary and you can do it. So, most people want to know who is the face behind your brand, and they want to know they want to know the importance. They want to hear your story. So you need to tell them your story and let your customers into your life and your business by video. And you have to be brave. Do the videos even when you don't feel like it. And you may not feel like people will want to see your face or hear your voice, but 100% wrong. They do, and they want to know who is that magical person behind the curtain. Cool. Here's an example of myself putting myself into a very interesting position and becoming Relish Girl. And Relish Girl came about on a holiday, and we found a pickle costume and decided to be different and stand out in our business. So, creating social media reels. Everything is content. You might have heard that. Anything and everything that you record, people want to see your process, your goals, your mission. You could record yourself all day long and crop the video where you find it most interesting and entertaining for your audience. So people are always looking for unique content to watch. The more people watch, the more videos will get shown to your target audience and potential customers. So record it all. Show customers what's important to you and make it important to them through the power of a reel. And reels are on Instagram and Facebook, and they're very easy to use. If you've ever used a video recording on your phone, you're actually creating a reel. You just need to upload it to Instagram or Facebook, and that's considered a reel. There's no timeline, there's no time, just about 10 seconds to 3 minutes is really what people are looking for. Record your voice over your product videos. Customers really want to hear from you. You show yourself and your staff and your mascot having fun and being unique. You can go live and show your customers what's happening real time, and you can show the moments that are fun and exciting in your business. And you can save them for later. So if somebody's not live or available to watch your live, they'll be able to see it afterwards. So you can create video reels to show all the items in your auction. You can record yourself working and helping people. Customers will be watching. Here's a quick look of how we operate out of our home.
Before I share this, I just want to make sure everybody can hear the videos. Cesar mentioned that they might not have been heard.
Okay.
Check the chat and see, please put in here if you're not able to hear them, or somebody confirm if you did hear the last one. Otherwise, Cesar, you may have to hop in and help us with this. Okay, Lisa said she heard it.
Only part
Okay.
of this one.
Okay.
Yeah, just to make sure that they're going through, Heather, if you don't mind, just clicking on share again. And then when you see the window come up, it's going to be on your right side where it says share sound.
So I have stop share as an option.
Yeah, so first stop sharing, yeah.
Okay.
And then share again.
Okay.
Okay, so now where you're looking at your screens, look on the right side. You should have options.
Mm-hmm.
Click on share sound.
So it says share sound, but it won't let me click it. It just says share sound.
And you can't click it?
Nope. So I think they heard it though.
Okay.
I wonder if it had to do with me. When I clicked over, I heard it for just a second.
Yeah, I heard it for 2 seconds, but at the very end.
All right, go back to how you were doing it and I'll click the, maybe it's my control here.
Oh my goodness, is that what you wanted? Yeah. Oh my goodness, is that what you wanted?
Okay.
Oh, we want to keep them wanting more.
It's going again.
That's
Sorry, guys.
okay.
Okay.
Thanks so much. So what this video, this small little video, is to show people a little snippet of what we do and keep them wanting more. So my biggest tip for you is to be consistent with your posting on Reels and post on a regular basis. So once a week is a great start, and then once a day is even better. And there are some people that post multiple times a day. And as you're posting quality, unique videos, your customers and potential customers will be watching. So schedule your posts ahead of time so it maximizes your time so you can keep up with when you're flushed with business after all of these reels. There's a great feature on Instagram in advanced settings. It will help you schedule your future content. And there are specific apps that you can get to use to share your content on multiple platforms. We won't go into that, but there are lots of them available. Make your content ahead of time and post it throughout the week. Show up and watch them show up for you. Your customers are looking forward to more, more, more. Now, low views doesn't mean no views. So just because your first few videos didn't exceed your expectations doesn't mean people aren't watching. Believe me, they are watching. The next big tip I have is to collaborate. So if you're working with someone on an auction or you have a partner with your business, make sure you're including them in your video. You can allow them to contribute and ask them to share your video and like and comment. We have some resellers joining our current auctions that it's part of our agreement that they collaborate with our videos. So all of that, all those videos gain so much more attention, and there's so much growth over that collaboration. So here's myself creating a little buzz and a little desire so you can see some more.
Oh my gosh. Wow, did you see it? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I gotta tell somebody. Okay, bye.
Not sure if the video, if the audio is working great, but this is just an example of how to get some more attention, drawing people in and creating a little bit of a buzz, but also talking about who you are and what you do. So auctions are social. You need to be the auctioneer people are drawn to with your face front and center. So share what you're selling with the entire world and prepare yourself by using positive descriptive words such as exceptional, unique, phenomenal. But try hard to avoid uh, like, okay, because there's no confidence in those words. We want to hear it and we want to see your confidence. So prepare a little bit ahead of time and you're going to sound very professional. Be memorable with your reels. Hit record and jump in. You want your videos to show your enthusiasm and your excitement for your auctions. Remind people to tune in and where and when. Draws the bidding to your auctions. And next is one of the most important things: like, share, and comment. It is such a little thing, but it goes so far, and interactions are key. So tell your customers the importance of a like, the share, and the comment. They always come back and they will continue to talk about your videos. So keep that conversation flowing in the comments. Once they know how the algorithms work with those comments, you'll start to see the views go up and up. So next we have another example of reasons to shop on your auctions, showing some very mundane video.
Special delivery for hoops mechanics. Rude and charisma, or from the shadow where he stood, looking good. He's a crown, he's a man. One-on-one, he's fully a Superman. Crashing the backboard, he's Jungle Jim again. When it's all over, you make some calls from my heart for a some flammable dash. The LA concession.
Well, what did you think? Are you going to sell? You definitely are. Going once, going twice, sold. So whether you're an estate manager, a professional organizer, a move manager, or a reseller, you want to sell everything fast. So we're going to use Max Sold as our solution. So draw your crowds to your auction with lively video reels and draw the attention to yourself and your business. So create your lasting impression and they will keep coming back. Trust that process. I know, so trust it. So sell it all quick and easy, plus gain repeat customers with exceptional pickup service. They want to see you and they want to see your dog too. Repeat customers come back to our auction pickups all the time and they're winning items. So they come and see us. But you know who they're really here for? They're here to see my dog, Stella. They have to make sure they ask to see her, pet her, see how she's doing. And then they stick around and talk to the pickle people. And that's what makes it so special. Having that interaction on social media translates into real world social experiences. So it's always a pleasure and it's always an opportunity to talk about your next auction. So use social media to be social and spread the word about your next auction. So here's an example of a reel where I show Relish Girl getting some attention for our upcoming auction. And this was a large Coca-Cola estate auction. And we had the privilege of auctioning on Max Sold. And it garnered a ton of views and comments. And some were impressed and some were totally grossed out.
You know what would really go well with this? A nice glass of Coca-Cola. What's better than Coke and pickles? How about an auction with Coke from the pickles? It's on now, maxsold.com. check it out. We have tons of collectibles, Coca-Cola, everything, you name it. It's on right now. So go bid. Go, hurry. I'm just gonna enjoy this pickle and this Coke. Mmm. Mmm. Bet you didn't think that combination was gonna be good. Check it out.
So, like I said, people were grossed out. But no bad attention. There is no such thing as bad attention. You might already know that saying. There is no such thing as bad PR. And that's coined by P.T. Barnum. And Barnum believed that even negative attention could help his ventures by making them more famous. And we just want to let them talk. So we create fun and exciting content and let our creative juices flow. And there's always a positive outcome. So when you're on people's mind, they listen and they talk. So just be yourself, share your business, and create video reels to promote you. Well, thanks everyone. I really appreciate being here today and for Max Sold inviting me on. And they never thought they'd see the pickle show up, but here I am. And so thank you so much. And I hope that you took a lot from this. And if you could do me a big favor, follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Pickle and Co. And we would love to see you and love to communicate with you and show the world about you. And we definitely want to collaborate. So join us, please.
Thank you so much, Cassandra. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed it and loved your videos. For everybody that's here for the keywords, the code words, Instagram is the first one. Create some fun content reels about your business or your auction and put it on Instagram. So Instagram is the first code word. I am going to try and follow that amazing presentation with a little presentation about Facebook Marketplace and local buy and sell groups. It's not going to be as snappy, you guys. It's some basic info. I don't have fun videos or demos, but I'm going to try and get some basic info out to you guys just about how to use this resource, which it looks like a lot of us are already leveraging Facebook based on the poll. And so let's talk about the local buy and sell groups that offer a vast audience right in your local grassroots community and how to gain more marketing attention for your business. So for those of you that don't know about buy and sell groups, basically Facebook is made up of lots and lots of groups, from anything from knitting groups to book circles to your buy and sell groups. And the buy and sell groups are really grassroots, local groups in your neighborhood, your town, your county, your city. And what you want to do is make sure you're logged into Facebook. And then look on the side of the page where you can search groups. So what you're going to do is click the groups and enter into the search bar buy and sell groups. Make sure your location is set to where you want those groups to be. Generally, it's wherever you're running your auction or running your business services. What will happen is you will get a list of groups and you can choose the ones you want to join. Now, you may not know this, but local communities have anywhere from 10 to 30 buy and sell groups. There's a lot to choose from. The kind of people that start buy and sell groups oftentimes are local business owners, like realtors. They might start a buy and sell group just to get more attention for their small business. People are engaging now on there. So what you want to do is click the ones you want to join. Some will let you just join right out the gate. You don't have to answer any questions or read any rules and sign an agreement. Other ones will pop up a little screen that will ask you questions. Generally, they want to make sure that you truly are somebody who's local to the community. Once you've gotten yourself signed up with the buy and sell groups that you would like to engage with, then you can start basically exploring the group, looking at the different posts that are on there, engaging and commenting on other people's posts. And then, of course, posting about whatever you would like to post about. If you have an auction coming up, you could share your auction. You could mention something about a unique, fun thing in your auction and share a photo with a link. There's lots of different ways to engage. But just to backtrack, here's what it's going to look like when you click on groups on the side of your Facebook page. This is what will come up, and the search bar, I put Toronto buy and sell. That's the city I chose because that's one of the big cities where Max Sold is based near. And what's going to happen when you put that in and click enter, it will go to a screen where it will start listing all the groups. You can see the top one, Toronto Buy and Sell, has 30,000 members, and they didn't ask me to answer questions or sign off on anything. They just let me join. And that's a pretty good group to be in front of, 30,000 people. But this is just the top of the list. It does keep going. I think I did find close to 20 or 25 different groups to look at and consider joining. Now, once you've got your buy and sell groups selected, and you're logged into your Facebook, you can navigate over to the marketplace. Most of you guys have probably been in Marketplace. It's the little icon picture of a storefront at the top of the Facebook page, and you click on it. And what you're going to do is create a new listing, just like you're selling an item. So you click on create listing, it'll prompt you into the listing page to sell an item. You're going to fill in the details once you get there. So let's say you want to advertise one Max Sold auction that you're running currently. You'll want to pick your 10 best photos, make sure that it shows a variety of what's in your sale, as well as key items. You'll want to download them. This is what I do, download them to the desktop and then upload them in. When you click on the photo upload, it'll let you upload your 10 photos. Then it will ask you about a price. What I do to bypass that is I put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then immediately in the title, I'll write live online auction happening now. I might put live auction online in caps. And then immediately in the description, I put the URL link that they will need to use to get to the auction site. And then I will list the items that are in the sale. I don't go into too much detail, but I want to be mindful of keywords for search engine optimization purposes. So I might, if there's sterling silver flatware, I definitely mention it, but I will say furniture, kitchenwares, collectibles, costume jewelry, original art, whatever you have, mention the things in the photos. The more things you can describe and the more variety, usually the more views your posting will get. And then at the end, when you're ready and you're about to wrap it all up, it will ask you if you would like to post this in your buy and sell groups. And it will let you choose up to 20 of the buy and sell groups you've joined to post in. And then finally, you will have a choice to boost your listing. It does cost a little money to do that. This is free to do, but if you want to pay a little money to try and get in front of more of an audience, it'll give you the option to do that. And it should measure also for you how many views and engagements your listing is getting. So just to recap, you're in Marketplace and you're going to go to create a new listing down here in blue with the plus sign. When you click that, it will bring up this page where you see the little teapot, items for sale. That's what you click. And then you start your listing. You create your listing. You add your photos and you would scroll down here on the left-hand side and fill in the information as it's required. Make sure the setting for your location is correct. Always double check and make sure that's the case. If you want people to know about this sale and it's happening in a town different from the one you live in, you might have to make sure that's mentioned. And then at the end, this is an example of the boost your marketplace ad. They'll say if you pay this much per day, estimated reach are these many people. So you can choose what you want to do here if you wish to do this. So that's just a brief explanation of Facebook Marketplace, how to leverage buy and sell groups. If this is confusing to anybody and anybody wants to try it, I am here at Max Sold. I'm always happy to get on a call or a Zoom call with somebody if they want to try and have me walk through it with them and help them out. Just reach out to me. I'm always happy to help you guys. And with that, the next code word is Facebook. So it's always helpful to advertise what you're doing in your business on Facebook. And from here, we're going to segue over to Cesar to discuss utilizing ChatGPT for content creation. So we'll just wait a moment for Cesar to join. There he is.
Thank you, Heather. Honestly, yeah, I'm not sure how to follow Cassandra's presentation there. Mine is a little bit more gray, and I just information overload. But I'll try my best to keep it entertaining. Okay, so I'm gonna be going over how to utilize ChatGPT for content creation. For the agenda today, I'll do an introduction to ChatGPT, mention the benefits of using ChatGPT for content creation, some applications that you can use it for. I'm also going to give you a live example so you can get a little bit more familiar with it, and just a quick conclusion. All right, so for the intro, what is ChatGPT? I mean, it's been out for a while. I'm sure everyone knows, but it is an advanced AI language model developed by OpenAI. It's capable of understanding and generating human-like text based on the given information. Why use ChatGPT? It's efficient, cost-effective, and versatile tool for content creation. You basically have your own content writer at the tip of your fingers. The benefits of using ChatGPT for content creation. Time saving. It can quickly generate content, freeing up time for other tasks. Cost effective. It reduces the need to hire multiple content writers. You literally have your own content writer if you're going to be using ChatGPT. Consistency. It ensures a consistent tone and style across all content. Scalability. Easily produce large volumes of content as needed. For the practical applications. So if you're doing blog posts for your business, social media content, for the auctions, if you have email campaigns happening, and also for the CEO content. So for the blog posts, it can generate ideas, outlines, and it can literally give you a full article on different topics. For the social media, it can create engaging posts for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all those good social medias. For the email campaigns, it can draft compelling emails for marketing and also create newsletters for you. For that SEO content, and this is what I really like about it, because it actually knows what kind of it can produce keyword rich content to improve search engine rankings. So that way, when someone is typing something in Google, your media can come up if you have the right content. So to give you a demonstration on how it works, just gonna go over on creating Instagram post for an auction. So I'm going to go ahead and take the screen here, Heather. Here. Okay. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So let me just have a quick look here. Okay, yeah, it's all here. Perfect. Okay, so what I have on my computer, I have enabled it to listen to me through the microphone. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my mic. And I'm gonna start. Please create an Instagram post for a max sold auction. Tell me what you need. And let's see what it says. All right, so it's giving me all the information I need. So I am going to need some auction details, closing details, visuals, audience and tone, and a call of action. And of course the link. All right, so let's go ahead and start breaking it down here. So I'm just gonna have the auction details, specific items, and everything that's being featured. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna copy this, and then I'm going to, so right now I have an auction on the side here. I'm gonna grab the ones that are currently selling the best. So I'm gonna take this lot. So I'm just gonna move this to my side here. I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add some gold there, some jade, a violin, and a solid brass book display stand. All right, so this is my information for the auction details. I think I have captured enough here. For the closing details, again, gonna go back to my auction, pick up information, and I'm going to go ahead and copy this here so ChatGPT can get all the information that he's looking for. So closing details. All right, so I have that. Any specific instructions for last minute bidders? Well, we don't need that. Visuals, create an image using this description. So I'm going to use description for this auction. There we go. So I have my image here. What else do I need? Target audience and tone. Okay. Target audience. Let's see here. Cassandra, Heather, who do you guys think my target audience should be? Should it be collectors? Who? What do you guys think?
Definitely collectors.
All right. Who else?
Well, we've got resellers,
Okay. Who else?
home buyers.
Okay. Who else?
Airbnb people, furnishing rentals, maybe. If there's furniture, right?
People. Perfect. And we'll say general public. General public. Done. Okay. Desired tone. Tone. Let's go with enthusiastic. Enthusiastic. Call to action. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I want them to bid. Bid. Additional information, link to page. All right, where's my page here? Oh yeah, oh, found it. Sorry. I found it. All right. Now, let's see what we get. Okay, so we have for visuals, here's a detail. So let's again, it's not perfect. So let's go ahead and ask give me a photo using the details provided. Oh, I wonder what it has for us.
It's
Oh,
not.
this is exciting. Come on, what is it? Show me the money.
Wow.
Okay. I
Oh.
mean, I would use this 100%. So let's have a look at the whole thing. So we have don't miss out amazing auction closing tomorrow. Highlights include it gives some of our top lots. This is just the beginning. Our online auction also features stunning jewelry, exquisite brassware, Hummel figurines, unique carvings, vintage. Yeah, that one's a good word that I don't know how to say, so I'm gonna skip it. Full art and much more. And then it gives us our closing, a call to action, bid now. I mean, I hope it gets the right link. Perfect. There it is. Just like that, it has created a good engaging post, and it also has given me some hashtags to use. And something to keep in mind is that it has given me let's see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 hashtags. And the only reason I say this is because what I have been from what I understand in the algorithm, it's you want to have around that number of hashtags to ensure that people are seeing this. Sometimes if you have too many, unfortunately the algorithm will sort of ignore you, or if you have too little, it won't really do anything. So just keep in mind that ChatGPT is giving you what he has up to date, and again it's real time updating. So you can definitely use this to your benefit. Okay, so that is the demo. So let me close out here. Where is it?
He's a comedian.
Yeah, I can't reach it. All right. So Heather, I will let you reach share, and then we'll continue with that presentation there.
Okay. Hang on one sec. Make sure. Oh, I'm not seeing it pop up. I might need you to continue because it's not popping up for me.
Okay, no problem. Let me just go ahead and share it here. My slideshow, and then share. All right, and then I'll just share that. All right. Oh, but I feel like I'm in the way now. Are you guys able to see it? All right. Well,
Yeah.
let's just ignore my great hair. I'm just kidding. Okay. So the conclusion. A quick recap. ChatGPT is a powerful tool for efficient and effective content creation. It can enhance your online presence and attract potential clients through consistent and engaging content. There are two versions available. So the one that you saw me use is the paid version, but again, the paid version is more if you're going to be consistently putting out content. If it's more for maybe once a day, then you are able to use the free version. The free version is basically the same thing. You can make up to 10 queries every 5 hours. So with a ChatGPT 4.0. So that's the one that I was using, which was paid, but you can still have 10 queries every 5 hours with the basic. And honestly, if you're creating content once a day, you can have something already written up, knowing what you want to put out there, and then all you got to do is go ahead and put it on ChatGPT to ensure it's up to date, it's catching the correct hashtags, it's catching the right engagement and all that good stuff, then you'll be fine. So the next step, and this is up to you guys, is go ahead and ChatGPT, experiment, put some content out there. See what you can learn from it. Again, I have just shown you a little bit of what I can do. There's so much that you can do with it. Honestly, I normally keep it my mic on, and I will, throughout the day, I will just talk to it, and because it can also learn from everything that you're mentioning and whatnot. So it can be a very useful tool. And also just monitor the impact and adjust your strategy accordingly. If you're finding that it might not be hitting the right audience, let it know. Let it know what audience you would like to hit. And yeah, so that wraps up the ChatGPT quick basics for you. So now I'm gonna hand it off to Heather for our Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you, Cesar. All right. If you go to the next slide, I think the final code word might be there. And it's ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT to create some amazing content for your social media posts. So ChatGPT. And then if you go to the final slide, Cesar, there is some contact info, I believe. That's my contact info, but if you want to connect with Cesar or Cassandra, feel free to reach out to me and I can connect you with them, or your account manager, of course, if you are working with somebody here at Maxsold. So we are going to dive into some questions. I think the first question on here actually might be for you, Cesar, from Javati. She asks, how do you share the links of how to get to auctions, to the auction? Maxsold share link is so long, and she posted this early on, so I'm wondering if she means on Instagram, if she's posting a link to her auction on there.
I mean, I think Cassandra could answer this as well, but if you're doing it on Instagram, normally you can, everywhere. Okay, so on Instagram, normally you do have an option where you can hide a subtext with it. So essentially, you can put max sold and then the sub link in there. But in general, unfortunately, it is an HTML link, and it is what it routes to max sold, like other links. I know there is ways to make it shorter, but then you would have to use a third-party tool. So idea is to create a QR code.
And just to pop in, Cesar, I have a little workaround for those too. So if you are going to your homepage of your auction, you don't need anything after the word bid gallery. So if you look at an example, just looking at one particular auction, it says maxsold.com/auction/ the number for the auction. And then it says /bid gallery. That is the only amount that you need for your website to populate. Anything after that, sometimes there's numbers and letters, you don't need all of that. So you can take that off of your link.
Okay, perfect. So we can move on to the next question then. Okay, Amy Bergman asked, can you please talk about limitations on joining some groups if you're on Facebook page for your business versus having to use personal profile? That's a good question. Different groups are going to have different rules. I have found that with my Facebook business page, there are some that I cannot do anything with. And I have used my personal page, which I personally have been comfortable doing. And, I mean, I mentioned my business on my personal page and they kind of overlap, But if you're not comfortable with doing that, then it could definitely be limiting to you if those groups won't let you. And that's what I have found. So yeah, it just depends on which group. When I post, it doesn't show photo in groups. Carell said, I'm not sure. Um,
Yeah, so when you're posting the link, it would come up as our logo. That's something that is currently being worked on. Unfortunately, there is some limitation with Facebook right now that is preventing us from sharing that collage itself. But one workaround is to reach out to your customer success manager and ask them for your collage photo. They're able to provide that. And all you need to do is put the link and the collage photo, and then essentially it's the same thing. But unfortunately, right this minute, it's something that is known and is being worked on. Um, but we don't have, timeline when it's gonna be confirmed that it will be working.
okay. Yeah, and I've always just kind of grabbed like a screenshot and then put it up in my post and then put the link in the description above it. That's been a workaround for me, but that is a good tip to know to reach out to your account manager or somebody at Maxsold to get the photos. So that's awesome. Darla asked if it's possible to get a link to this presentation. Anybody who registers for our webinars will always get emailed a recording of the webinar. If you don't, let us know, but you should all get a recording. Let's see other questions. Where do we get ChatGPT? Is it an app?
Yeah, Heather, if you just read the the one line underneath there,
Oh,
it's
you
yeah,
answered them.
I added the link there, chatgpt.com, and you can also get it on your iPhone or Android. I don't have an Android, so I'm not sure exactly how it works, but for the iPhone version, it's amazing. It literally, you can just have a conversation with it. It'll talk back to you, and things like that. So it's pretty cool. You should check it out. And also quickly, Lewis, you mentioned that AI is awesome, but a little scary. Trust me, I have heard this a lot, but once you start going with ChatGPT, you'll see that it's very useful, and you're going to notice that you're gonna start using it a lot more often than you thought, because it's you can do everything with it.
Absolutely.
I see a question over in the question and answer from Joy. She said, I usually boost an ad and target an audience and it works. How is it different from going through Marketplace? Can I target as much as I do past the buy and sell groups? Joy, this is just what I have found has worked. Getting it out there in front of the people that are actually like shopping and searching for things to buy. That's why I've done it this way, but it sounds like the way that you do it is pretty clever as well. You could we can experiment with different ways to do it. You can try this and see if it makes a difference at all. If you do, I'd be curious to know if you do notice a difference. I think that's it for questions, guys. I don't see any more. If I missed anything, please post it now.
Did we check our Q&A?
Yep, there was one.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I think that's it. Well, I want to thank again Cassandra from Pickle & Co. for joining us. Guys, definitely follow her on Instagram. It's so much fun to see her videos. It kind of brightens your day when they pop up on your feed because they're always so cheerful and fun. And Cesar, thank you for sharing your knowledge and your clever, fun demo of how to use ChatGPT. We will get this recording to everybody. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Make sure you share, everyone. We want to be a part of your auction too, right? So Maxsold is working really hard at boosting marketing. Share all those Maxsold posts to your own page. You see other people share yours too. Thanks so much for having me, Heather and Cesar. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Have a great night.